Hello beautiful people, it's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking this video and it's titled Harry Must Be Realizing He Got It All Wrong. The royal editor report Jobson on ongoing feud. This is interesting, so we're going to be checking this together to hear what they've got to say. Let's check it out.
Robert Jobson, our the royal editor, the man. How are you, my friend?
I'm very good. Feeling a little bit better now as I keep looking over my shoulder, but yeah, it's a good goal.
Mate, listen, thank you for joining us. I mean, the only reason I'm asking people to ring in today is to tell me why they're not watching the football. But listen, thank you so much indeed. Really good to have you on. Saggers, if he starts shouting, something's happened. Bear that in mind. Don't worry about it. It's still 1-0. Can we talk about Royal Ascot? I used to live in Windsor. I used to go every day. I'm not going this year. I'm doing this. That's fine. I was looking at the royals in their entirety yesterday. A lot of camaraderie, a lot of kisses, a lot of people being in effect. Well, it was just, there was a nice atmosphere, wasn't there, amongst the royal family?
Yeah, it was a day of kissing cousins, if you like. I mean, Zara Phillips seemed to be the glue to it all, and they were, taps on the shoulder and hugs and kisses. And William, although Catherine wasn't there, we didn't expect her to be there.
No.
Her mum and dad were there, and all the other cousins as well, Eugenie and Beatrice. So I think it was a nice day actually for William, and he shared the carriage going in with the Queen. I was due to go on Tuesday actually. I didn't go this year. I don't know why. I was working.
No, me, Job. We'll have to go next year, mate. We'll have to. Yeah, it's absolutely outrageous. William, I don't know. We saw, didn't we, Catherine trooping? Some people were saying to me after that she only went because of pressure. She looked well. I mean, I get into. She looked. I think the King looks tired. She would be if you're going through that. She was there for one day. Yeah. Do you think it was important that she did trooping or not?
I think it was because I think the imagery was very important. You got otherwise it would have been William with the three children on their own. I don't think that would have been necessarily the right look. Everyone then would be asking, "Where's Kate? How's Kate? What how's she coming along?" So I think the fact that she felt well enough to be there, but of course in that whole situation you're a bit further detached from the public. Yes, you are on display, but you're not really actively involved with the public. So I think it was a family day. I think that it was important that she was on the balcony. It's the day that we see Louis. It's the day we see Charlotte and George. So it's important that she was there as Mum, Corral, and them as well. Yeah, I think it was right that she was there. And the Irish Guards were there too. So I think it was important as a colonel of them that she was there and supporting the King. It was good. How is he?
How is he? I've always been a fan. I've always said, I've said this to you privately, to spend 70 however many years it is waiting to fulfill your destiny, which only comes about if the woman that brought you into this world passes by, is an awful thing. If you open your mouth, you're interfering. If you say nothing, you're lazy. I've got an increasing admiration for King Charles. How do you have any inside knowledge on how his treatment's going?
Yeah, I think his treatment's going well. I mean, he's actually okay, I think, at the moment. Obviously, everybody talks about how he's aged. Well, I think that there's been a lot that's gone on in the last.
He's king. That would age anybody.
Now he's the king, and it's the top job. And yes, he's doing things his way. He's beginning to develop the way that he wants the household his way. He has obviously been ill. He's a workaholic. We know that, and he'll be trying to do his very best to stamp his mark now, I think.
No. Oh, sorry, that's Saggers shouting. We're in it down the right hand side. Oh, look, Jobbo's turned around. If you could.
But yeah, it's a beautiful thing that Princess Catherine was able to make it for the Trooping the Color Regales, and it was a special day for the royal family, and her making present or being able to attend the family function and being there for the family is also important. And I don't think she came as a result of she being pressured or she was being pressured to be there. I don't think it was. She realized or she knew how important it was for the family, and the fact that she was able to make present to be there for her family and everything, that is beautiful to see. I don't think anybody should be expecting too much from her, especially with the fact that she just went through chemo and a health recovery stage and everything. So I mean, her coming out, making present for present family function is important, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And also the King, it was beautiful that he was able to make present and be there on an important day for the royals. So I don't think it was as a result of pressure. Yeah, people would have their thoughts and speculations regardless. But I mean, people are gonna be people regardless. But again, I don't think people were already expecting Princess Catherine to make present on as for Ascot. But again, the fact that she was at the Trooping the Color was special and beautiful to see regardless. But let me know what you think about it. Let's go on.
Good shouting, we're in it down the right hand side. Oh look, Jobbo's turned round. If you could see what I'm dealing with here, it's fantastic. There's a sort of, he has put his mark on it, hasn't he? In a very,
I think so.
In a very subtle way, I think it would be fair to say.
Yeah, and I think he's done it very well. I mean, the transition is a period, of course, where, you have to respect the previous reign, etc. But I do think it's now his time. And I think that, even when you go to, say, you see him at Royal Ascot or you see him at Trooping, it's very much his Trooping now.
Yeah.
And it's strange how you quickly forget the previous reign of Elizabeth II. Of course you don't. But it's now very much his time, and you can sense that. And I think it was important in that respect then that you've got Catherine and William and the next generation on the balcony supporting their king. And I think that, it worked very well. Yeah, she did look good. And I think that immaculate, actually. And she really did make a great impression on the day.
Yes.
You know what I say? She for me is the, oh my God, and Howler from Pickford. Oh God. Right, Robert Jobson, listen. I've got a clip to play. This went out, on the 17th minute when England scored. Have a listen, have a watch.
For ailing public service.
Go on, Sagan.
Go
on, Harry Kane! Goal! Sorry, JB. Go on, Saggers. All yours. There you go. So
fifth goal in the Euros for Harry Kane.
Well done, fifth goal in the Euros. Robert Jobson, just also very quickly, I hate to bring them up on a day when we're winning 1-0 and the election's on. Harry and Meghan, apparently they reach out to Kate Middleton. Is that true?
There was this talk, wasn't there?
No.
Do they reach out?
Shut up and make jam is what I want to say. But there we go.
I think that they released their jam and their new dog biscuits or biscuits and whatever. I mean, it's every time I hear anything about Harry and Meghan now, I do feel a bit sad because really they did just, these two, for a moment, if they just had shown a little bit of patience, a little bit of understanding the order of things, they would have been in a very good position now. They'd have been the ones on the balcony.
And also why it's frustrating, Robert, is not only if they'd understood the order. This is how I had this explained to me actually by the old man before he passed away. If they'd understood the order and bided their time, there was real interest. There was real feeling. I think for the right reasons. And I don't know in any which way who has advised them, but we all laugh, don't we, about jam and stuff like that. But I mean,
it's tacky, isn't it? Though
it is tacky to think that you can be, the third in line to the throne. You can meet this woman you fall in love with, and all these things happen. And now you've got a lifestyle brand promoting jam. And let's be perfectly.
But Jeremy, that's the sort of stuff she was doing before she met him. Yeah. He must look, when she did that pretty awful bow, and when she mocked the Queen. And I just looked at his face in that moment, and every time I see Harry, I think that he must be realising that he's got this totally wrong now, because
I said a
very active role, very important role.
And you think about the military and what it mattered to him and his friends,
it really did.
And you think how close he was to William. And I would never betray actually a confidence on air, but somebody who's quite eminent said to me 3 years ago, I mean, led by not his brain would be the finest way to put it. And listen, many of us have fallen into that trap. I'm not having a go at him, but I honestly said this, and I believe it. I think he will come back to England within 5 years with his tail between his legs. She'll have everything she wants, 2 kids. She'll make every single demand. She'll write books. She'll do that. And I thought you used a really interesting...
Oh, they're in! The Danes are in! Oh! Over the bar, just. Pickford's all over the place at the moment with England.
Terrible.
I don't know how I'm supposed to concentrate here. I'm trying my best to have a detailed look.
The pictures. But you are right, Jet. I mean, the thing is with this, though, is that when you saw all those cousins, how close they were at the Royal Ascot and how much they were together, how much they were supporting William and the King, you know, you got Charlotte, George, and Louis don't even know their cousin Harry, and you know, Lilibet, and they don't even know them. Their cousins across the way. They're going to be called Prince and Princess, but they have no real role in the royal family. I think it's quite sad that they have that lack of connection. I'm sure Princess Diana will be very upset by it.
I think it is sad, but I think they've made their bed, and I think they absolutely have to learn it. Robert, you're such a star to come on, mate. I don't think anybody would come on and listen. We appreciate it.
It was because it was the words Jeremy Kyle. You see.
Good man, Job. I owe you a very nice glass or bottle of wine. We'll do that very soon. Thank you very much indeed, Robert Jobson, the royal editor.
But honestly, the trooping the color is important for the king because, I mean, this is something that he's been waiting for all his life, to take on the lead and the role. And when is the time for him to take on the job or the role, he got stricken with cancer. And now that he's going through recovery, do you expect him to just sit and lay down and not do his job or the role of something that he's been waiting for all his life? I mean, come on, we're human beings. We know these things. But again, it's beautiful to see the king doing well. But back to Harry and Meghan, of course, seeing all of this going on and stuff, I'm sure he'll be living through regrets and discover that he's made such a huge mistake, or such a mistake, because this, leaving his friends and family and everything off to something else, thinking that is the right path and all. I mean, does it even make sense? Because I'd be like, how is it that somebody just came to your life and all of a sudden you think that your family that you've been with, you know, you've lived with, all of a sudden they don't have your best interest at heart? You completely left your family to build a new one. So my question is, now that they already have kids, because since both of them are not even in good talking terms with, or don't have good relationship with both sides of the family, what are they teaching their kids? Because their kids are watching and their kids are seeing these things, and it's just sad that everything that they're doing is in the public. And also, we live in the social media age that whatever information or thing you put online is going to stay there forever, and their kids are going to grow up to see these things or see their acts. But again, I don't think they worry about that because they are mostly concerned about the now and not the future, because the now is important for them. But let's see how it goes. Let me know what you think about this. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. I would really love to share that. Can share the useful information I think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.